Hi everyone, I'm Zakia Turi Sabri. Welcome back to Collaboration Corner. Today I have my special friend Sasha Bernard. She's a public health specialist. Sasha, welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so as a public health specialist, what exactly do you do?
So, I guess a general answer. Public health specialists do a lot of things.
Very broad.
It's an extremely broad title, I want to say. So basically, what we do is we identify problems related to health within communities, among individuals, groups of people, anything, and then we find ways to deal with those problems.
Okay.
So the different methods that we may use: health education, health policies, health strategies, interventions, just a whole heap of different things that we do with the goal of having a healthier community. If public health specialists do their job correctly, there would be no need for doctors or hospitals.
She said it, guys.
Right? No need. Like, if we legit did our jobs to 100%.
So you're just trying to be very proactive.
Yeah, correct.
As opposed to react.
Exactly. So instead of dealing with the disease when it happens or the health crisis when it happens, we want to prevent it.
Alright. And basically your audience will of course dictate what exact method you use, because I noticed you said, whether it be health education or whatever, but it depends. Is it an individual? Is it a group? Okay.
Yeah, correct. Is it an organization? Because hospitals, hospital administration, that involves policies, and it's not the same method you would use to talk to somebody,
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've come to the end of Health Literacy Month. So let's talk about it a bit. We know health literacy is basically being able to find, use, and understand information that, of course, relates to any sort of health-related decision you will make, right? So let's expand a bit on that, Sasha.
Yeah. I feel like you did such a good job already.
I tried.
No, but for real, health literacy is so important. I feel like it is somewhat overlooked in society. If it was up to me, schools would have a specific curriculum for just designated to health literacy. I know some schools do, some health subject.
Maybe a bit.
Maybe
very
human social biology.
Yeah.
But it's so important that we be competent. I feel like keyword in this is competent as it relates to health, because health is something that affects each of us, even if our careers are not specialized or in it, or our passions are not directed towards it.
Right.
But it's so important to be competent, and I guess the opposite is not ignorant as it relates to health,
Good
So,
point.
yeah, I feel like it's an important skill that we should at least aim to have an oomph of it, even if it's using Google, reading books, talking to people who are knowledgeable. I feel like, I don't know,
because there's so much knowledge out there as well, and you should be able to decipher what would be accurate and what could actually help you in an instance like this. Because you don't want to wait until it's too late when you're like, oh my gosh, now I'm struggling. Where do I go to for help?
And you don't want to sound uneducated, like engaging in a social media conversation about something and you sounding like a total
What is the
quack.
backup? Where's
Right.
the research? And research does not mean based on one case study of anything, guys.
Or Wikipedia.
There's more than that.
Yes.
There's more than that. So before you go, can you give us just one tip to improve our health literacy? No pressure.
I can try. Can I give you one tip per population?
Sure.
Okay, I feel like my first tip would be directed to people in positions of influence, maybe, so like health educators,
Maybe that's really
etc.
part of your job.
Yes, definitely. Or even just, I don't know, anybody. But more so it's very important to meet people where they are. You can't go into, let's say, a primary school and speak to children about hypertension. That's probably a
Not
bad
in that
idea, right? But there are ways to break things down. That's probably a horrible example. But my point is, high blood pressure.
Right.
Different ways to say the same thing. Using specific words that are easily understood by a layman as opposed to an actual person within the field who is a professional who can understand the jargon and that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
And also different based on different ages. The information that you would present to a child is not the same information that you would present to an adult, because they have different levels of understanding. And you don't want the information to be either too simple or too complex.
Right.
You need to literally meet people where they are. If they speak Spanish, you can't give them something in English.
Because that's always your point, guys.
Yeah.
They would still not know.
Literally meet people where they are based on whatever I don't know, factors, variables exist, meet people where
Especially
they
their
are.
backgrounds and stuff as
Definitely.
well.
And then as it relates to general public, a tip is keep updated on relevant health news. There are many credible sources. We have the
And things are
WHO.
changing. Things
Yeah.
change so rapidly.
It's a very diverse field. I mean, that's what's exciting about it. It's so
Isn't it?
fast paced. Yeah, it's
We love it
super
here,
fast-paced.
guys.
We do, we do. So keep updated. CDC website, WHO, even some of the news, like just general news. You get so much information about the global health and just general
What
health.
our
and
position
whole-
is in relation to that as well.
Exactly, because I mean, health is
broad.
very broad, and I mean, who would have thought that something that happened in China 2 years ago would be still affecting
Look at
us
us
here
now.
2 years now. I mean, health is a global issue. Globalization of health is very real, you know. So those are my 2 tips: meet people where they are, and definitely keep abreast with utilizing credible sources.
And I think those are tips that anyone can actually, grasp. Very simple. It's not too hard. Nobody's saying you have to become the next whoever in health education, but just know enough to be able to at least share with somebody else. Because just because you know it doesn't mean that when you share you no longer have that information. It probably even more so cements what you would know. So, and it'll also expand your conversations that you speak about among with your peers and everything as well. Right? So, okay, Sasha, good going. I see you. It's game show time. Come on down, Sasha.
Oh, sorry.
Did you show us? Oh, Sasha's a star. Sasha's ready. We're just gonna do a quick rapid fire true or false. Are you ready, Sasha?
Yeah, prizes involved.
Are you ready, Sasha?
No prizes. My line just okay. I am ready, guys.
Okay.
You ready? Are you okay?
Are we ready?
Yeah,
We're all
I'm
ready.
ready.
You're ready? You're
I'm ready.
Okay, so the first question is low literacy can be seen through the reluctance of persons to engage in healthcare.
Oh, that's okay. Good. I don't know if there was a game show. It was a buzzer. True.
I like it buzzer.
Thanks.
That is true though. Okay, next question. Print literacy includes reading and writing.
True.
Alright, you are on a roll. That prize that we haven't discussed is yours. It's almost yours. One more question, guys. Last one. Numeracy does not include medication doses.
False. It does include medication doses. So yeah, false.
She won the prize, yeah.
Who is this
She won the
episode
prize.
sponsored by? Sorry. Who?
Okay, that's all the time
Who
we
is
have.
sponsor for this episode? I need to know where my prize is coming from.
We'll give you a call. My
Okay.
people will call you. Okay?
Say that.
So, Sasha, I want to say thank you so much for joining me on this episode.
Thank you
I
for
think
having
it was
me.
it was a great finale to this health literacy month. It's probably my most exciting one yet. So
Oh,
who
okay.
knows what's gonna come next year?
Excited
Health
for
literacy month.
that. Yeah.
But thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and your time, and we hope to talk to you soon.
Yes, and I mean you're doing an amazing job. I'm going to cut her cutting her show, and I'm going to say that I think that she's doing an amazing job with this. I've had the opportunity to see some of the other episodes, and I mean just being here is a privilege.
Be like her, guys.
Keep it
Watch
up.
the other episodes.
For sure.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Welcome back, guys.